Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Speed Gaming. We have a match of the Link to the Past Randomizer Open League Season 6 this morning, or afternoon, or evening. This is the conference semifinals between Beeumvirat and the Boingers. I am Gilgamesh, joined today by Tracy M. Tracy, how are you doing?
Doing great. Yeah, this is the round for Open League. This is the round that determines whether or not, or who is going to be getting that automatic invite
Mm-hmm.
next season to the Invitational. So these are really big games.
Yep, this is a
Beeumvirat,
big deal for sure.
yeah, Beeumvirat with the 1-0 lead. So they win this and they're just into the semis, into the Invitational. And then, So is going to try and stop that from happening.
Yep.
To force a game 3, we have Pitlovan piloting So, we have Holy Smoke piloting Duden, and it should be a good one.
Yeah. So this is a pilot spoiler today, which means that the pilot has a full spoiler log of every item location in the game, what they're looking for, and they are telling their runner where to go and what arrows to pick up in Link's house. And we are underway here.
Yeah,
So
and the
we
pilot
have,
did not have enough time to tell Duden.
yeah, no, you never do for that first chest.
No, there's no way. We do see So starting at the Sanctuary, though, and it looks like they're both heading towards Kakariko, one from the north, the other from the south.
Yeah, dude, I'm just gonna do this bomb farm here immediately instead of worrying about the pilot scouring for early bombs.
Yeah, God, I hate those 50-50 bushes. I swear sometimes they're like 80-20, and sometimes they're like 20-80.
Well,
it's like
75% this time.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. And So got a bomb there from something. I'm not sure what it was that he got.
I think it was from the pickle drop table.
Yeah, that could be it. And we don't need the race game apparently because we're walking right by it.
Yeah, no. So this is given the pilots a little time to search those early checks, find out what's in Kakariko, what's actually worth getting. This is full key sanity, so there's a lot more to keep track of.
Yeah, pod keys and Turtle Rock keys can really throw you for a loop in these if
Swamp
if you
Small
need
too.
anything in there. Swamp Small, yeah. I mean, at least there's just one Swamp Small, and wherever it is, you just have to get it.
It is the kind of thing that sometimes you just forget about because
I
have flippers, I have mirror, I have hookshot. All right, let's go.
No, I've never done that in a cross key racing.
Same, obviously.
Oh, that's a nice 10 bomb pack there.
Does look like we have a pendant TR today, so that we don't need to do any ice rod hunting, hopefully.
Does not mean we don't have to go in there, as we've seen in several of these races. But it is fairly uncommon to actually have to kill Trinex in a pendant Turtle Rock in one of these.
Do pick up a bow there in the well. Unfortunately, Eastern is a green pendant, so kind of don't want to head in there if we can avoid it, but we'll see.
Yeah, we're going to need that bow hard required because we do have to do pod.
Yeah.
It is possible to skip the bow in certain situations. Oh, there you go. I feel like, hook shot in the last chest, I feel like that was a just pick up everything, and it just turned out to be. There's only one useful thing.
Yeah, it's like you need something in Blind's Hut, get everything while I search the rest of the log.
Yeah, exactly. We do get a pod small back here, so one of those. Hopefully we don't need all. Well, you'll never need all 6. 5 will get you through everything as long as you can hammer jump. But
it's good to pick them up along the way if you can, just so you don't have to, frantically try to reroute one in later when you realize you need it.
If all you need to do is beat the boss, you want to, but you can get away with just one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So is bombing the back of the well, and Duden did not do that. So let's see what's in here.
Wondering if this is money, maybe.
Yeah, that could be. That's another thing that can get runners. Well, 20 rupees is probably not what.
Well, maybe if we need bottle vendor.
Yeah, maybe. That would put you over the top.
Nope.
Just as a note, we do have the spoiler available to us. I don't particularly tend to look at it until towards the end when there's like,
Yeah, no,
okay, why didn't they pick up the limp? Oh, it's there. That's why they didn't pick up the limp.
Okay,
That
well,
sort of thing.
we both picked up the single arrow, so there's no advantage here for either team.
That works out. The other note is that the runners can watch each other. They can watch the restream. So, so maybe said, you know what, dude picked a single arrow. I'll go ahead and pick that up. Probably not, but I mean, I don't know.
I think been in many a situation where it's like, oh, I forgot to look up Link's house. Just grab it. I don't remember what it was.
Yep. Yeah, good glove here. So that's part of our Dark World axes. It's like Mini Moldorm Cave has something. No, it looks like Mini Moldorm Cave has nothing.
No, we're going to Ice Rod Cave. I wonder if the money's just so, So does have money for Pod now. I'm wondering if Pod is going to be an early play here.
Okay, so we got disagreement on the importance of Mini Moldorm Cave, actually.
Well, let's see what we have. Maybe it's a safety or something?
Yep. Blue mail. Okay, just the blue mail.
I mean, if there's not too many hearts along the way, that's not a bad pickup.
Yeah, and who knows what the other mail upgrade is. Like, the difference between green and blue is much more significant than the difference between blue and red.
There's first
yeah,
sword.
We want that.
Right. So, let's see. Hook shot, glove, sword. I think we're going up the mountain, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Which means the lamp is... Either the lamp or the flute is needed for this, and it's in a bad spot. Oh, looks like we're going to do Back of Escape first. Maybe one of those items is here?
Could be. This could just be like a... I don't know. Trying to think what could be here that you would want for up
hammer,
on the mountain.
moon pearl.
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice.
It's just convenient to do it now. Yeah,
okay,
there's that lamp.
The lamp.
Okay. Yeah, I mean... The lamp does save enough time. I think it's worth getting. Plus, you get a heart there. I think that works out fine.
Yeah, you probably want a fire source at some point, too, and if that's the easiest one accessible to you. I mean, it's...
Lamp has... And it can be hard required if the fire rod is behind fire. It's been known to happen.
It has happened once or twice.
All right, so it's going for a fake flipper for something. Maybe just the man under the bridge. Maybe water. Well, we can't do waterfall fairy.
Yeah, it has to be under the bridge.
So it's got to be under the bridge. I mean, I suppose we have the splash delete items, but there'd have to be something really good to go all the way over.
Yeah, they would have to be like the hammer or something like that, so you can get that before going up the mountain. This also might just be the best time to get this, too, depending on what it is, because you're already kind of there at the, we don't have a flute right now, so it's kind of harder to get back to that fake flipper spot.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of fire sources.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, I don't know that there's a better time necessarily to go get that.
Okay, first big key pod. Ooh, all right.
Yep, we need that. So I was also going to go ahead and grab this lamp.
Yeah, it's good because you get the extra heart, too, while you're in there, so it's good value.
And we do have Crystal Mire, Crystal Pod, which are, some of the more difficult dark rooms. I mean... All right, okay, so we have... Nothing in Paradox?
Completely ignoring Paradox, yeah. We're just going straight to Spiral.
Okay, yeah, because we can't get to Hera yet. So I bet this is another glove or a hammer or something, or Moon Pearl.
Yeah, Moon Pearl seems...
Or
no, because Moon Pearl doesn't get us a whole lot yet. Yeah, sword, potentially?
It could be a sword. Or something. Maybe it's going to open some things, like... be a mirror, that would give us Hera.
Yeah. Well, let's see. It's another glove. Oh, are we gonna Super Bunny?
Oh gosh. I mean, if there's something in Super Bunny Cave and nothing in Hookshot Cave, then yeah, I would totally do that.
I mean, you'd be saving and quitting out of there otherwise. So.
Yeah, we're Super Bunny now. This won't be the Moon Pearl.
No.
Even though this is probably the easiest sequence break in terms of bunny walking and bunny, Super Bunny-ing.
Just requires falling down some holes.
Yep. No mirrors, so we gotta do this a long way. We can't use the hook shot. I do wonder if when I think everybody has everyone has their own time when they may or may not tune into the broadcast. And I do wonder if sometimes runners will see somebody else make a call like this and be like, you know what, let's do that.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what is here, because this seems a little out of the way.
Oh, I bet it's a hammer or a flippers or a mirror seem like the most likely.
Boots.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yep. We don't really need those arrows, though. Yeah, boots seems like a reasonable thing to want to get early.
That is actually really convenient to be able to pick up the mitts plus boots right there like that.
Yep, mm-hmm.
Alright, where are we heading now? Eastern?
Yeah, looks like at least Saha. We'll see if Eastern has anything. And yep, looks like So's going to go after the boots as well.
Yeah, there's no reason really not to if you're up here already. Alright, picking up just the bottom.
Oh, something on Sick Kid?
Maybe. Could just be a safety. It's relatively free if you're on your way to Eastern anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we may not be getting half magic here, so a bottle of green is certainly useful. So it may look like So is behind. I think he is still a little bit behind, but he has already gone and gotten that fire rod that's under the bridge.
Right. It took time to get the
Duden hasn't done that yet. So, and yep, blue mail as well. And we've absolutely seen races where where one runner goes for the safeties and the other one doesn't, and the safeties end up paying out.
Castle Tower small.
Uh-oh. We got a sword, we got a lamp. We just need another sword and another key.
Could just be an item in the second chest,
Yeah, could be just items in Castle Tower. That's also possible.
We also, we don't know what's on the ledge. We didn't get a peek at that because nobody looked at it, obviously. Oh, there's a swamp small.
Okay, we got a bunch of keys in Eastern. Also, we still need a cape or a master sword just to even get into Castle Tower.
Right. Oh, yeah. Although it seems like that's going to show up at some point, because I don't think you pick up that Castle Tower small unless you needed to go in there for something.
Yep. There's the Moon Pearl. Wow. So okay, that's a pretty stacked Eastern Palace. We still can't get in there, though. We still need the cape or the sword to get in there, so that's got to be coming soon.
Yeah, something in that second chest, most likely. Alright, so we are going to go... What is this? Oh, is this going to be a splash delete for the fire rod?
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have the flute and you're starting from scratch, this is probably a little bit faster. I do think it's a little more convenient to do what So did, which is get it while you're just over in the area. Oh no! And then that happens. Oh, that's so bad.
At least
you can reset because it's right off the save and quit. Oh, okay. Oh, did he not? Oh, he didn't leave the screen, so he's fine.
Yep.
If you haven't left the current screen, then it'll just put you back on the ledge. So if you've left the screen, the game doesn't. They've changed it. It no longer does it insta kill you. The game kind of just goes into kind of a. I'm not sure how to describe it. It just kind of does its own thing until just wait.
It is still trying to place you back on the platform that you were most recently on, but when that's multiple screens away, sometimes that takes a little while.
Yeah, and then you still have to save and quit out of it, but it's slow. Okay, so we're about the same now.
Yeah, things all evened up after getting that fire.
Okay, so Bonk Rocks or King's Tomb?
I think we're just going into Skullwoods.
Oh, right, you're right. We just have Dark World access.
Yeah. That's why we picked up that fire rod, so we can just knock this out.
And actually, that green bottle, because you could do fire. I personally like fire rod moth a lot better than, especially than fighter sword moth.
Yeah.
So having 8 extra fire rod shots certainly going to be useful for Duden.
Right.
So did not pick up that green bottle.
Okay, so it's actually going to start. Nope. Okay, just kidding.
Could have been a little bit of muscle memory there.
Yep. But yeah, we're heading straight into Skullwoods. Something we want in the front here. Nope, nothing we want in the front here.
Oh, we don't have a key.
So there's something in Pinball Room.
Oh, that's gross. No small keys. This is going to be a save. Yeah, that's a save and quit.
Yeah, I kind of like So's strategy here. Do the boss first, then drop down for that.
Yep, I do too.
Unless Duden wasn't feeling comfortable with the moth fight right now.
Which is reasonable. Now Duden has the extra fire rod shots, but doesn't have the blue mail.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so So's actually going to steal the key and get the mirror that way.
Okay, so that means they're going to have to route in another small key somewhere.
Yeah, that's a lot of doubling back.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not comfortable with the fight, you're not comfortable with the fight, you shouldn't do it. But if you are...
Right, obviously.
Then yeah, it'd definitely be more efficient to do it now. I think the combination of blue mail plus the extra magic power would make it fairly... Oh, we're leaving. What? Why would...
I think...
I don't like this at all. Now he can't go to the back.
Unless there's a key in the middle room. But no, we're just leaving.
No, we're leaving.
Huh. Okay, I don't know. I mean, I guess if Moth doesn't have anything, you can come back when you're a little more well-equipped, but you still have to walk all the way back through Skullwoods again. Yeah,
unless there's a really easy on-path small key, I don't like spending that key. We're gonna go to Thieves Town over here.
Alright. Meanwhile, Duden currently making their way through Hera.
But we do get a little bit of divergence. That's always fun.
Picked up a heart container in the compass chest and straight to the boss. So we have a little NMG Molnorm.
Yeah, this is as NMG as it gets. Although I suppose you do have the hook shot for iframes if you're good at using it. Flippers for So.
Okay.
You need those since Swamp Palace is, and he.
That's why he didn't go to because he wanted to stay in Logic, so he didn't want to use that.
Well, better go get those 3 small keys then.
Yeah.
Because we need them for Logic.
All right, so Hera's beat, but we didn't. That was an interesting pause there after that item dropped. Because there was nothing up here. Value-wise, other than that
the heart container was the only thing of any use, and that I don't think you go up for just a heart container.
No, I think that was maybe a slight misread of the log. Picking up a sword. All right, so that makes the moth fight a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, having a master sword is much, much better than a fighter sword on that fight.
Oh, are we gonna do Hammerless Swamp?
Oh, that'd be fun. We do. Okay, our tracker Iceman. Shoutouts to Iceman for getting up with us and doing some tracking. We have a cane.
Okay, that is worth it. Potentially.
It depends on when you're like. We don't need it for Turtle Rock.
No, but if ice is in our future here.
If ice is, you want it before ice for sure. Unless there's nothing in ice, you actually only save like what 15 seconds. With the cane of Samaria and a Go Mode Ice Palace. So it depends. If there's nothing in Ice Palace, I don't know that cane is worth doing ahead of time. But we can't save we can't save Hera for last because we have to do Mire. So
right. Ether. All right, we did need that. Speaking of Mire,
we don't need that map to Eastern.
All right, come on, Hammerless Swamp. Let's go.
Yeah, and So continues to pick up extra money. Beyond what Duden's been picking up.
Yeah, I mean, could just be for potions.
That could be.
Just if it's on the way, picking it up's not that bad. All right, yes,
has me curious if there's something at Zora that they've picked up on, and
could be
that Pitlavan, the pilot for So, is picked up on, and Holy Smoke is not yet, so we'll see. But yeah, you're right. It could also be for potions, although So doesn't have a bottle yet.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, Duden also heading into Hype Cave here. Does not have the flippers though, so can't go into Swamp.
No, does need those flippers.
Could fake flipper to Ice Palace.
Could, yeah.
Picking up that money,
okay,
yeah.
also picking up the money, yeah. I
Zora
think
does seem reasonable now.
Yep. Now, for Zora, we don't actually need the flippers. We can do that. Actually, we don't even need it, logically. You can do that with
Right,
just
you
the
don't need
glove. Because,
anything,
of course, the game... Well, the game, you do need a glove but to get over there. But
logically,
yeah,
yes, but practically, no. You can just...
Yeah. But I mean, in the vanilla game, you do have a glove, and you walk over there, and you buy the flippers, so...
That's true. Good point in chat from Vinter that it could have just been Parker Pod, because Duden didn't even have pod money.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And 300 is a nice cushion. And we are doing Hammerless Swamp.
Yeah, looks like we're just going straight to the back. So there might not actually be anything in here. This might just be, well, I'm here. That's not going to get any faster, so just do it now.
I mean, yeah, the fight could get a little bit faster if you have a better sword. Okay, this is interesting. We're not going to ice here on Duden's.
Yeah, we're going to pod. We're trying to get this. You can, you have to get the right spot.
Oh, there's a bottle for So.
Yeah, almost. We're almost there. There we go. All right.
Not sure that was faster than getting flippers earlier. I don't know.
But yeah, look, we're just heading straight to the back here. So it looks like Swamp is probably empty.
How many pod keys do we have? We have
one.
Just one. Okay, so we're gonna go down the right side and there's nothing else here.
Well, we don't have a hammer, so we can't beat it.
Oh, that's true.
Unless
there's a hammer on the right side or in the shooter room. That'd be pretty awful. Maybe this could have been one of those logical agaseeds just to get... Well, no, we had flippers access.
Kind of feels like maybe a flute in here.
Still wondering about that castle tower key.
Yeah, I mean, now's the best time for Duden to do... Well, it would have been the best time for Duden to do it right now, right? Like, just head over to the Pyramid Mirror and...
Yeah, that would work.
Get in there. Yeah, nothing in Swamp, but we do get a crystal for So.
Okay, so we're even up on the crystals. It's very different routes so far. At least, I should say different routes once we got to the Dark World.
Yeah, you don't usually see that. Like, spoilers logs tend to be relatively similar with how they end up getting routed.
Yep.
Alright, what are we picking up in pod here? What was worth coming all the way over here for?
Okay,
Flute.
you're right.
Okay. Yeah, because we have Mire access, so that's, But it does look like So's gonna go over and do ice now.
No, I think this is gonna also be the flute.
No, okay, we're saving it.
Yeah, because he's got the flippers, he can just do this.
Oh, right, because we don't have a hammer. Why would we go into ice without the hammer? That would be silly, because the hammer's in Mire.
The hammer would have to be in Ice Palace for them to do that, but he's going to do whatever this Castle Tower play is.
Yeah, this may have been a bit of a
what if the hammer's in here?
If there's something important in here.
It depends on what it is. If it's the hammer,
then
there's
not many items left, right? Like, what do we need for go mode? We need big keys and stuff.
Big keys to Mire, big key to Desert. Yeah, we need a couple big keys.
GT big.
GT big, yeah. That's that's always an interesting one. We even gonna kill these guys? We are. For more money?
Uh-huh. I mean, we assumed... Okay, yeah, so Duden is also heading here. So there's clearly something pretty noteworthy in here.
Big key to Misery Mire.
You probably want that before going to Mire.
Yep, yes, you sure do.
Duden is going into the basement, though.
Oh, that's interesting.
What is those safeties? Is there like another sword here or something?
Yeah, Not there. It isn't.
Unless So is also... Yeah, okay, So is also going in. So this has got to be another big key.
So that's going to put us... yeah, we're going to just be missing the hammer at that point.
Yeah, it feels like hammer's probably in Mire.
That would be my guess as well. Because you could have gotten this before. Like, this spot in particular, you could have gone to earlier, and it would make sense to do it earlier. But first, for a big key, routing it in with the trip up the tower makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, what do we need? Yeah, Desert and GT is the only two big keys we need.
Yeah. And of course, the big key to Castle.
All right, there's the
it's
desert
the
one.
desert big. Okay, so that makes sense. We can now... runners will be able to go do all of desert.
Yeah, so,
you need the small... Yeah, you gotta grab the key here.
Duden does need to go get that big key in Castle Tower. So's gonna get their desert big, and then So's gonna have to go up to Hera and get that cane first before going to Mire.
Yeah, I think what So does is gets the flute out of pod, and then we'll go to either flute there, or he could just flute there. I could activate the save and quit, activate the flute up to Hera, or save and quit, either way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure it makes a difference whether you save and quit to the mountain and then activate your flute afterwards, or activate your flute and just flute to the mountain. Like, I think it's if there's a difference, it's going to be a small one.
Okay, looks like it's gonna go do pod first here, which makes sense. I mean, that's why they were in this area to begin with.
Yep. I do wonder if there's another pod small somewhere that they have to route in, or if they'll just go down the right side.
Yeah, it depends on if there's anything else. I mean, unless exactly the GT big is in the backup pod, it seems like you don't really need anything else from there.
I think if there's a free pod key somewhere, you take it, just to make it a little quicker to get to Helma. But otherwise, again, like you say, unless there's something in the back, I think you just go down the right side another time. Which is weird, because with 6 pod keys, you'd think some other pod key would be on path, but,
right.
No guarantees of that.
Oh, we got desert. Okay, so actually hammer could be in desert here, because we didn't have book access, but now that we have flute, we have mirror access.
Well, we're going in. On the torch? No, just a safety heart.
Okay.
I feel like there's maybe something else in here. I think this is a little out of the way to get a heart.
Oh, yeah,
just a heart?
I'm sure. Yeah, something in the big chest.
Yeah, okay, something in the big chest plus the heart. Now, the heart makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, well, there's your pod small.
Oh, we're gonna do the hover. Oh, sword.
Oh, we're getting a sword.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense to get that now. Can we do it? Come on, So you got this.
Oh, nicely done.
Nicely done.
That is a definite time save over what Duden had to do.
Yep. And the pod small right there means he'll be able to go through the front the next time through, and Duden might still have to go down the right side.
Well, no, Duden can go through, because Duden didn't spend his pod small, so that one is enough to get him through.
Yeah, oh yeah, and they'll be able to get that key and get to the back, right. Okay, so I was going to go ahead and activate the flute first, and then probably flute up to the mountain to get the cane of Samaria.
Yep. Knock out Hera, and then head over to the Desert Mire area.
And I'll have a slightly easier fight with that Master Sword.
Mm-hmm. Alright, gonna put that money to use here and pick up a potion.
Yep. Duden, meanwhile, didn't quite have enough magic to do all fire rod shots, but with that tempered sword, it's not that big a deal.
It's crystal number 2 for Beeumvirat. I have to assume we're gonna go into Mire here now after this.
loot to do it though.
Well, Oh,
Yeah,
so we can set
yeah,
it spooky. Yeah.
Yep. I'm not sure it makes that big a difference anyway, even without spooky. Yeah, there's that Candace Samaria.
All right, so where's our hammer in here?
See if So gets the heart container that's here.
I'm gonna say cutscene.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
No, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be 3 small key lock. It's gonna be the lobby chest.
Yeah, it's gonna be something a little bit simpler, but not super simple.
Oh,
okay. So So's gonna have a longer Moldorm fight.
Yeah.
He did skip the heart container, and with the blue mail, it makes sense to just skip those heart containers a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah.
Oh, is it going to be the spike chest? Low-key, this is kind of the worst because...
Oh, Thieves Town.
Oh, God, we need one of those.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, we didn't totally forget about Thieves. Thieves Town is a pendant, so...
Yeah, so that's I mean,
ideal.
It's maybe just GT big down there.
Yeah, I mean, that has to be. I think that's all
Oh, no, what if the hammer's just in Thieves Town?
Oh, that's gross. Yeah, that could be as well.
Oh, man. We are kind of going straight to the boss here, so...
Yeah, but yeah, I was saying that the having to go onto the spike chest. Misery Mire does not have like any heart. It has like 2 heart pots.
Mm.
So you're not getting your health back if you don't have either a bottle or a powder for the anti-fairies, which are everywhere in this dungeon. So yeah, having to go onto the spike chest without any kind of safeties is kind of annoying.
Yeah, spike chest does not care about your hearts.
Nope.
It can tell you many stories about cross keys I've played where you have to go like 4 heart spike chests to get something.
I have been told that you need 1 heart in cross keys.
Do you? I didn't think that was built the logic.
Yeah,
because you can do it with 3, but you will die on the 3rd.
I mean, I usually die with 4, so. All right, so we do get the safety heart at the on the torch here. And you're gonna get this sword. I have not looked up where the other sword is, but unless it's like on path soon,
yeah, 3's
you
fine.
want it.
All right, so we gotta be a little careful here.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to do too much without the. Okay, we can switch to the bow here. It's just fine.
Yeah, Pit isn't Oko here, so it does need to be a little careful. But it looks like we should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, being able to just do those 2 sword spins though was enough to soften up the eyeballs enough to switch to the bow.
Mm-hmm.
So that worked out pretty well.
Right,
I mean, as a kid, I used to just come in here with all the arrow purchases and just fire a bunch of arrows.
Oh yeah,
like
you have cape and stuff by then too. You can just do it. Yeah. So I think we're probably gonna see another trip. This is maybe why Duden did not do the Thieves Town dip initially, because they knew they were gonna have to go in there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. With full magic, so having a better landmo fight. And we are going into, let's see what Thieves Town has for us.
I mean, it has to be Hammer now, right? They can't be anything else at this point.
Well, we still need a GT big key.
Yeah, but I mean,
I agree.
Hammer can't be in GTs.
No, Hammer cannot be in GT. Not unless for Hammer to be in GT, you have to do some funny things with settings. I think a 6/6 allows for Hammer in GT.
Yeah, because there's 4 dungeons that require Hammer.
4 dungeons that logically. It used to be hard require, right? and then Specky Clip
Swamp,
became a
yeah.
thing, and now it's only 3 that hard require it. And then Cross Keys is a little wonky because Turtle Rock only requires a hammer to get in, so
Right.
don't need a hammer in that situation.
Hammer can be anywhere in Cross Keys.
Yep, sure can. And it likes to be anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Anywhere you don't want it to be.
That's right. Okay, how far are we gonna have to go to the attic? Looks like the attic.
Yeah,
It's not the big
it's either
chest,
attic or blind. So.
Yeah, it's not the big chest because we're not going. We don't have the small key. And if it was the big chest, you could steal a small key as long as you don't have to beat the boss.
Mm-hmm. Nope, there it is.
Yep, there it is.
All right, so we just need that GT big. Duden does still need to do the swamp clear, which So has already taken care of.
Did So pick up the Thief Stone big?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the tracker is a little behind, I think, right now, because So doesn't have the cane marked either. By the tracker, I meant the actual buttons, not the person doing the tracking. I'm sure they're on top of things. Shoutouts to our tracker, Iceman.
Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do Skullwoods with a tempered sword. This will be a much better fight than it would have been before.
Yeah, I guess this is not that bad.
And So did pick up the extra Skullwood small over at, I want to say it was at Stumpy, so...
Yeah, that's good, because otherwise that's the thing you can easily forget about, and suddenly you get blocked by that door in the back, and you're like, why can't I get through here?
There's nothing worse than, I mean, obviously it's a spoiler, so it would, worst case, Pitlovan would have been like, okay, let me find you a Skullwood small, but there's nothing worse when you're playing it not spoiler and you end up in Skullwood small key go mode, because you stole the keys.
Yeah, not taking any chances
we're fine. The extra money for the bottles paid off.
Yep. Got a little bit of a fighter bitty fight out of it too. Or a little bit of a faster bitty fight.
Yep.
Very nice moth.
Yeah, and really hard to say where we're at. It's got to be pretty even, but Duden still hasn't done Swamp.
Right.
That's the big thing.
Duden
So
hasn't
has
done
to go.
Swamp, So has to do Thieves.
Thieves and Skull.
So
but Skullwoods is short. Yeah, so it's hard to say. It's very possible that, I mean, we don't know. Duden might do Ice before Swamp. I don't think it makes a huge difference.
Right. Yeah, I think I'd probably give Beeumvirat a slight lead right now, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, it feels like it. Okay, it looks like this is going to be Swamp first.
Yeah, Swamp to Ice makes sense.
With the flute, it's not too big a difference anyway, but yeah. Nothing's going to make Swamp Palace faster, and we
Especially
still
if there's nothing in either of these. Yeah, I mean, it could just be in GT.
It could, but we don't have any GT smalls yet.
Right. I mean, we might not need any.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it could be on the Torch. Yeah, Torch or Hope Room, or even wait, let me think about that. I guess you could get if it was in if it was in Stoutful's room, you still don't need a small key. So there's a few places where you don't need a small key. This will be a relatively quick Swamp Palace. Duden gets the faster Argus fight with that tempered sword.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see who gets to Ice Palace first, so we'll converge there.
Yeah, it's gonna be. it's really hard to plan out in my head how this goes. I still do think Beeumvirat gets into ice slightly faster.
Yeah,
but...
yeah, I think so. Duden picking up an extra bottle, so he may have designs on getting some bottles filled at some point.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting half
green,
magic, so having a little bit of magic refill is fine.
Yeah, I think he's still got the green, so maybe gets either... Well, he's got enough money for a blue, so you just buy a blue. We're gonna hit the bosses at about the same time.
Yeah, it really comes down to how nicely the moth plays here, I think.
Yeah. There we go.
All
Nicely
right.
done.
So yeah, looks like So's actually gonna get to ice first.
Nice shovel that we apparently don't need. Unless that's where the big key is to GT. That'd be pretty evil in a non. It's funny when you look at these. It's always. Oh, we still need to do pod at some point.
Yeah, but I mean, it seems like the seed is going to be relatively linear from here on out.
Yep.
So I mean, we're within 5 seconds of each other, basically.
Okay. Well, we might. Yeah, we'll see which we. Okay, looks like Zoe wants to do pod first. Let's see what Duden decides to do. Okay, he's also floating away. We're gonna do ice first, so that's not gonna help us figure out who's in the lead. So we'll converge on GT. Okay.
Trying to figure out if there's any advantage to doing one over the other here.
Unless there's something in those dungeons.
I mean, like if like exactly Bombos is on Helma or something like that.
Yeah, that would do it. There's no small key to pod on Cold Stare means you don't have to open the chest.
Yeah, I don't know.
To pick up the extra small key. I mean. Like both of these are going to be very quick. That's amazing that we only had to get one pod small, and we only got 2.
That's the dream, right?
Yeah, I know, right? Just never have to do anything in pod. No, gold sword, but that's not going to make your. I mean, I guess it could make your Helma a little faster, maybe.
But I don't think that makes a huge difference.
No, it really doesn't. It makes the Cold Stare fight faster, but
it does for sure.
And I assume the Soul will pick that up as well. Like, I don't know that there aren't too many chests where you go and pick up your gold sword that are sword and ice, but that one's super, super on path.
Yeah, there's no reason to not pick that up.
Oh, and Dune's gonna have to use that green bottle here. It doesn't quite have enough magic for this. Or no, he's got sword beam, so he could do the sword beam dupe.
He does, yeah. He spent a couple extra fire rod shots in the first room, unfortunately. But yeah, it doesn't make a difference here. 1, 2, 3, done.
Yeah, the thing with the sword beam dupe, you don't even have to do it perfectly. If you do it perfectly, you're only firing four fire rod shots. But since he was probably only down one shot, he didn't have to do it perfect.
Right, well, in case you were curious, which is faster to go mode, Ice Palace or Pod? The answer is they're the same.
It sure looks that way. And now we're gonna switch places.
So yeah, I mean, GT Big's just got to be in GT or like Hookshot Cave now, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's where else is there?
I don't know. I guess it could be in TR.
Oh, that's gross.
It would have to be like the very front because we haven't picked up any keys or anything like that.
Yeah, it would have to be. Yeah, there's 3 locations in Turtle Rock that could have it. Which would make, I mean, 2 of our pendants have had required items. Why not make it all 3, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what if doing ice first was better. We'll see how the crystal catches match up after these dungeons, because yeah, So was like 5 seconds ahead or so after.
Now So's gonna need to either go into the cold stare fight with full magic or with sword beams for sure, because does not have a bottle. Has already used the blue that he bought.
But he should be okay because he didn't have to. He got the Rezor in one shot. Oh no!
What? What the? Oh no! Okay, reset.
That's the kind of thing where normally, you're like, okay, whatever, I'll reset the room, but that's what, 6-7 seconds there.
Yeah,
which makes a pretty big difference in this mode.
Every little thing makes a difference in Spoiler Log. Sadly, we got no Ice Palace small keys on pass, so we did have to pick up the one under that block. Yeah, assuming
there are worse things.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Assuming that So is going to pick up that gold sword. And he does.
Yeah, given how much easier it makes the cold stare fight and gives you the free one-to-one on Ganon.
And honestly, yeah, it does make the Ganon fight easier, but not necessarily faster. But yeah, the cold stare fight is where it really shines. And also in the Trinex fight, which we're not doing.
Hopefully.
I mean, we would need a few. We would need a few TR smalls if the GT Big Key was that deep.
The GT Big Key could. I mean, it could be really something stupid where the GT Big Key is in TR and all the TR smalls are in GT.
Yeah,
it's unlikely, but
yeah, that sounds like a recipe for a bad plan, though.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. All right, there's cold stare down. So yeah, So picking up a little more time here. Certainly not uncomeback fromable.
No. There's I mean, in some of these spoiler races, the lead changes in GT can leave you dizzy.
But yeah, I think So probably picked up about 10 or so seconds there between the 2 dungeons. Alright, well, let's see where this GT Big Key is. Get your guesses in chat if you want to play the guessing game.
I mean, don't guess if you looked at the spoiler log.
Oh, yeah, don't be a cheater, come on. Alright, well, we're not going to TR.
Darn.
Yet.
Yeah, it's supposed to be optimally faster to stay in the light world, even if you have to open the thing. But optimally is the operative word, because dead rocks will get in the way of optimal.
Yes, dead rocks are not fans of optimal.
Yep, and yeah, so we'll watching the runners go through this way. If you were to open TR, there's no way you go up this way. We're not going into Hookshot Cave, okay? So it's not there.
So, yeah, just right there in GT. This has been a pretty friendly spoiler seed overall, I would say.
Yeah?
I mean, the dungeons you really didn't need that many keys for the dungeons. I mean, look at our key counts on the trackers. We have 2 pod smalls, 1 swamp small, and a skullwood small, and that's it.
Right.
And the
not
castle
even,
tower.
Yeah, and the skullwood small isn't even needed by both runners.
Right.
We did have to go into a couple pendant dungeons though. Not very deep, really. Especially, yeah. Okay, never mind. The Thieves Town play with the hammer was kind of deep.
But... Oh, there's a small key.
Okay, so it has to be at this point.
Okay. No, it's gonna be right side.
Oh, okay, we're going. We just get the small key first.
Okay, you get the small key after the right side, and then you can get the one from the helm upstairs. So yeah.
No, okay, it's compass. So logically, we needed all 4 keys. We were not picking up any. Because we can steal the key.
Oh, was that a GT small on the torch? It actually was, yeah.
I might have grabbed that and grabbed.
Yeah, that's got to be faster than the Helma one, right?
Well, not even just the Helma one. Now, So's gonna have to drop down just to get a small key.
Well, yeah, he's going to go to the portal here to get
the Whereas Duden can choose to drop down and get that key, or can choose to get the Helma key. Get an extra heart.
This is actually quite a lot of hearts for a spoiler seed as well. And there's the GT
Look, it's the big key to this dungeon.
All right, so anyone who guessed 3? 1, 2, 3? I guess does a torch count? Because we checked it.
Yeah, I think it counts.
So all right. So anyone who guessed 4, congratulations.
All right. So of note, I did take a peek. We're not getting silvers. Now that I know that we're not getting silvers, they're in rando room.
Oh no.
We're not picking those up. Might need a few more small keys if we want to pick those up.
That was a nice full magic drop there from the Mimic.
So is in here without any... I wonder if... Gosh, this is really tough because with 3 hearts and no... Oh my god.
Well, so here's the thing. So they both have the bug net because the bug net was on a boss, so they can just take the refill room here and grab a fairy if they want. But this is so close.
So close. That's what I mean. Like if So does the safety room, and Duden doesn't, Duden just passes him. But then again, Duden's down to 5 hearts. You know. And I would have picked up that drop.
You know what the slowest thing is dying,
to die.
So
yeah, I think you have to also to spare us from the fast beeping.
Yeah, I mean, So knows that.
Okay, he's still
ahead by approximately 1 room, so he had the time to do that. Oh, sword beams are the worst.
Yeah.
And yeah, don't have a magic refill, so you can't really afford to spam Fire Rod here. Unless you're Duden, then you can do it, I guess.
Duden has the green.
Oh, he still got the green, right? Yeah.
Whereas So doesn't have anything. We don't have powder to powder the anti-fairy.
I mean, So does have that blue mail, which it may come into play here.
Yeah, it might.
Duden's on 4 hearts.
See where powder was. Powder was in the Misery Mire big key chest. We're not getting that.
Yeah, no thank you. Okay, well, now we're all tied up here.
And the only other thing of note would be half magic. Where is that?
Oh, careful with your magic spend.
Oh, Tower Hair big chest. So,
well, depending on where the big key was, yeah. All right, so having a cleaner Landmo fight, picking up a little more time here. That was very low on magic.
Scary low. Fortunately, we do have a lamp.
This should be fine, yeah.
Yeah, because you can pick up... There's a pot here that's got...
The one on the bottom has...
Yeah, the one on the bottom has...
For a Fire Rod shot.
Okay, this will work.
Yeah, but then you're going to have to pick up the magic in the next room here. Mm-hmm. Ooh, taking a hit from the eyes. That blue mail coming in handy there. It does need to kill the Helma here, so that's a little extra time that Duden doesn't have to spend.
Oh, so the Terror key, the Herobig key was actually in the C-shaped house.
What?
So it actually would have been reasonable.
Why did we pick up $300?
I don't know.
Oh,
we're going for the hover!
Oh, that's such a dangerous play here, because if you mess that up, now you're behind.
Yeah, the hover is gonna cost.
Oh, but then Duden takes the fall from the Moldorm.
It's not gonna cost. Oh my god.
Oh, why are we doing this?
No, just... Wow. Oh my god. Coming down to a hover versus a fall. A hover fall versus a regular fall. We're still down. We're 4 hearts and 4.5 hearts.
I mean, we should be okay.
Dune has... Yeah, I'd be more... Now I'm more concerned about Dune, because the magic refill ain't gonna get his health back. Whereas So has the blue mail. But this is kind of dicey for either one of them.
Oh, it was a nice triple there.
Just gotta...
So good
gotta
patterns.
Execute.
Okay,
the first pattern was good. The second pattern, not so much. Okay, now we're both kind of equal in terms of
we're taking... Now we're within one fire bat death here in the first 2 phases.
Oh boy. No one... Yeah, so the bottles that were picked up, Dune got a green, they both got one with a B in it.
The B, yeah. So this is just gonna come down to fire bat dodging, I think.
No cape, no cane. Just use those hookshot iframes wisely.
They're both in Oko in the first 2 phases here. Duden doing the trident spin there just because. Okay, all right.
So's through. I mean, not that the rest isn't dangerous as well, but once you get to phase 3, you're pretty safe.
The bats don't do as much damage. Yeah, I mean, they both have multiple hits now. So I mean,
it's also easy. Yeah, it's also easier to dodge everything at this point.
Yeah, so now it's just gonna come down to your triple efficiency, I think.
Nice torch glitch from So.
Yeah, that was real good.
Rod.
It's been a really clean phase 4 for So.
It has. Oh, look at Duden already. Yeah, with the you don't want to turn Ganon blue when you're trying to do silverless.
That's gonna do it.
There it is. So is going to cross that bridge with an official race time of 56:47. And GG's to So and the Boingers. Yep, we're gonna get a game 3. Let's go.
And then there it is for Duden too. Not too far behind.
Yeah, he'll finish up with a 57:11. So what we got? 24 seconds difference.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many points during that GT climb where things could have swapped back and forth.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the Moldorm fall from Duden really hurt. Yeah,
Duden
So
had
gave
a
him
slightly slower land mode 2 as well.
But the hover attempt from So almost was gonna put Duden in the lead, and then Duden fell to Moldorm, and so that evened out. And yeah, it's kind of... So got the hover on the second try. like we have holy smoke, and so let's see. So we got one pilot and one player. How y'all doing? GG's.
GG's.
We got Dune as well. Awesome. Do we need to get an invite in for Pitlovan? Is he gonna come up as well?
Pete probably is not coming because he's not really confident in his English. So
fair enough. Understandable. Yeah, that was a close one. Were you all watching each other at all?
Yeah,
I watched. Yeah.
that climb with so you failed the hover, which was gonna give Dune the lead, and then Dune you went and fell.
Yeah, I don't know when that happened the last time to me, but yeah, it's always in the most in the worst cases. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Pete was giving me the time difference on each room, and I was okay. Now I'm gonna get a 3-second lead on my modem hover because I can remember the last time I failed that hover, and then I failed. Oh no, I'm gonna lose the game because of this failed hover. And suddenly he screamed. Yeah, he screamed, and they fell too. They fell too. I'm okay. I just gotta keep my cool. And he even said me to kill the modem. But I was not. Let's just go for the hover and try to win any second because
I mean,
all the seconds gonna matter.
I mean, you might have won because of a hover. I think that pod arena is
pod
so
hover
much.
Was a
you saved a lot of time there.
I know that I can fail 3 times that hover, and I still save time instead of going.
I'll keep that number in mind for when I'm calling races. Yeah. People do that.
Between 3 and 4 tries, you can still save time going.
Yeah, I mean the pod was so interesting this seed because, obviously normally you logically speaking you need 6 small keys to get to Helmosaur, and in this game you picked up 2, and one of them was in pod. So. Not having to search for pod small. Actually, the small keys were very interesting to see because you don't need you didn't need.
Yeah, you needed none of them. Like
you didn't need hardly any pod smalls. You needed a castle tower small, which was weird.
Yeah, castle tower, a schoolwood ski because there was the mirror in pinball room. We didn't even need a pod small because we could have just gone right and bonked to get to grab that small on the arena, but the second one would have made the revisit pretty fast because of opening that middle chest, and I think that's it. All other smalls we stole or.
Yeah, and Dune even skipped the Skullwood small by just doing the drop down. So So either way, the Stumpy Skullwood small was fast enough that I don't think it made a huge difference which way you did.
Over there we were still figuring out some of our route, and when I asked where was the mirror, he said on Pinball Room. I figured that we needed another small because I was on my way to beat Mothula. That's why I grabbed the mail on the beginning of the seed because I thought that I was going to try Mothula
for the early,
with just fighter. But when he made the call that was in Pinball, I can't beat Mothula right now because I'm gonna get stuck over there. And so I just stole the pot key to grab the mirror and leave the Mothula afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, because then the way you routed with the Duden just dropped down, grabbed the mirror, saved and quit, and just went and did Hera early. But the way you routed, where you did some of the village, there wasn't much in village, but you ran down, got your master sword, got your extra Skullwood key, did swamp early. Nice hammerless swamp, not a whole lot in there. So I figure, in both, I don't know that one of the the times that you all put up kind of bears it out. There wasn't a huge difference whether you drop down and come back later or you do the stuff the order you guys did.
Yeah,
so.
that was the interesting part. Was like there was actually a lot of divergence in the Dark World routings, but you just kind of ended up in the same spot anyway. So.
Yep. I believe so. You finished up your Moth fight as Duden was finishing up his Argus fight, and then you decided to do Ice and Pod in a different order, and you were finishing up those fights at about the same time. So it was pretty close throughout.
The Tower of Hera was actually a panic play by us because we didn't have pot money.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there were definitely some money pickup from So that we were wondering about.
The keck play I usually say to Pete just to give me what if I need bombs to do keck, and if where there's bomb on keck, just to make things a little bit easier. But I always usually try to full clear at least Lost Woods, Blinds, and Keckwell to give him time to put up with the early game route. So that's why sometimes I pick up some extra money and things over there. And there was the 300 on Hype Cave too, because I was already planning to at least be able to buy a potion.
Yep, which you used.
If we need it. So
that Vitreous fight wasn't. Yeah, the Vitreous fight wasn't getting any better. So
I could have saved my blue potion there, but I was on my last heart and I didn't want to mess around.
I mean, because you know it's really because you know it's really slow as dying. So
always smart to use the safeties you route in. So
yeah, the big thing is I was trolled on the spike chest on Meyer. I took another hit because the stuff was on my way and I couldn't grab the pot. So I took an extra heart there and I despawned my heart from the pot on Rizro. So if I did have that extra 1 or 2 hearts, I could have done the quick kill without spending my potion, but oh well. You gotta be prepared for those kind of scenarios.
Yeah, and it worked out. So
yeah.
Okay. So we got a game 3. I believe the choices are Randomizer in all dungeons. Beeumvirat. I believe that's your call as to what gets played. Any thoughts?
I don't know.
Not from my side. I gotta lean back for this one, so whatever Holy and Winter are willing to play.
And any preferences? So not that you might want to admit that, but
nah, you guys we gotta keep our stuff on the dark for them, or gonna be too easy for them.
I mean, you could lie. You know? Yeah, we'll take that. We'll like that one better.
I would say that we between AD and Randomizer, we always pick the Randomizer on playoffs, but we lost all of our Randomizer races, so.
which is public record, so you know.
Yeah.
They could have looked that up.
Correct.
But yeah, I mean, it's gonna.
That is kind of a feel.
It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be for all the marbles. I mean, I think it's reasonable to think that depending on who all comes back to Invitational, either one of you, whichever one of you loses, could have a shot at an extra spot. But one of you gets the guaranteed spot, so that'll be a fun view.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, now you just gotta schedule it. I'm sure that'll be coming up pretty soon. So all you out there, keep an eye on that schedule. Anything else you all want to add before we close this out?
Yeah, thank you for the restream.
Thanks for restream, yeah.
Yeah. Always fun, especially spoiler is very enjoyable. And also it's kind of easier to get track of the time you're ahead or behind. So having a restream is always an advantage for that mode. And
absolutely.
of course, thank you for tracking as well. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
just a huge shout out to Ice for doing the tracker, Gilga and Tracy for doing the comms, and everybody that's watched the race. Without you guys, we wouldn't have the race stream.
Yeah, all right. Thank you all, and good luck in your game 3.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank you.
All right, so there's nothing on the schedule right now. Invitational.
I know, it's sad.
I know.
I'm just seeing all those
Invitational
matches on the
hasn't
schedule.
scheduled. we have game 3s coming up. We have the game 3 between these two teams. There is a game 3 between Underachievers and Ed was supposed to carry us. That's coming. And Crystal Roller Crew and Uncle Routers need to schedule their game 2. So definitely some games coming. So keep an eye out on your Speed Gaming schedules to see when those happen. In the meantime, Gilgamesh, thank you so much for joining me. It's so much more fun to have a partner.
Yeah,
I
love doing these. I'm glad we were able to get one. I know the schedule's getting kind of thin, so we're starting to run out of races to come. But it's nice to find one every once in a while. And one more shout out to the runners. Make sure to give them a follow. I'm sure they would appreciate it. And thank you to our tracker Iceman again.
MVPs. Always need those trackers. Iceman, today's MVP. But yeah, like I said, keep an eye on that schedule, and we'll see you whenever the next race happens.